Retro Unboxing.
Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. Firstly, apologies, it's been about 5 months. I've started a new job, been working really hard, just not had time to come back to this. We've had some bank holidays courtesy of Bonnie Prince Charlie, and now here I am. So the first thing I'm just showing you there is, if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that I've put an NVMe in, and that is the NVMe card. Both the NVMe card and the GPU need to run off an X16 slot in order to get best performance. So that's what I've done. Unfortunately, the NVMe has had to sit below the graphics card because the fan of the graphics cards would catch in the bottom of the NVMe card. So that is how it is. As you'll see here, everything's all installed. This is not the purpose of this video. It was just a quick update to show this is what I've done. If you've watched the previous videos, you'll understand why I'm just briefly showing this. You'll also just see that I'm showing that it's still got the original RAM. It's only 16 gigabytes. That is going to be the thing that I update next. So yeah, I'm just showing you around the computer now, and I've just done a quick benchmark on Tomb Raider. This is pre-upgrade of the CPU. So this is it's not bad. That's 1080p. It's pretty high settings. Anyway, that was just a quick recap for anybody that's watched previous videos and was just interested to know what I'd done with the NVMe, etc. So now here I am onto the CPU upgrade. I mean, the first thing you'll notice, I've taken the tray out here, and it's a bit mucky. I mean, it's a 12, 13-year-old machine. It may or may not have ever been cleaned previously, and honestly, I've seen worse. But you know, it's still pretty grim. While I got the CPU tray out, I thought, well, I'll give the CPU tray area a bit of a clean out as well, so that's now all nice and clean. So if you want to do a CPU upgrade on one of these things, you're going to need one of these long Allen key things. I'm not entirely sure if I'm in focus there, but it's a 3mm Allen key. It's a long one with a little T spanner type grip, and they're dead easy to get hold of. I think it was £4 on Amazon or whatever, but you can get them in all good hardware stores, market stalls, all good hardware stores. So yeah, you can see it's not ridiculously bad. The old thermal paste there is a bit crusty, but it's not terrible. A few little bits of dust, a few more bits of dust. Just showing you what to expect if you're going to do something like this. Don't be alarmed if you find all of this when you do yours. Just give it a good clean out. Like I say, I've seen far worse. I've seen better, but I've seen far worse. So yeah, that's the first thing you need to do, is take the heatsink off, look at it for a bit, poke at it, and then crack on. So here is the new CPU. Obviously we're doing both CPUs here. We're going from a twin 2.4 gig E5690 Xeon, so a dual CPU setup, and we're upgrading it to what I believe is the max that you can put in one of these machines, which is a Xeon X5690, or a pair of Xeon X5690s at 3.46 gigahertz, and that pretty much maxes this machine out, I believe, in terms of CPU power. If you're interested, you can get these CPUs on eBay. You can buy a matched pair. I think I paid £65 for the matched pair, and then bearing in mind that you'd probably get £30 back for the matched pair of E5620s. So yeah, we're talking 30-40 quid upgrade here, really. What that is in the US, sorry, don't know. So just giving everything a bit of a clean. That looks like a bit of a seal to ideally stop dust from getting under. So I'll leave that in place. Get rid of all the old thermal paste on the heatsink here. And just get everything primed and ready to put the new CPU in. It's a really easy process, and I know Apple get a lot of stick nowadays for not making their computers particularly upgradable, but this was a PC, this was as upgradable as it possibly got. It was modular and they made it as easy as possible. So now you'll see I'm popping the new CPU in. It's easy enough. There's just a couple of holes that you have to line up, or notches. Again, this is all very easy. You kind of can't put it in wrong, but for Christ's sake, don't put it in wrong because you'll end up bending pins, and it's a whole kind of level of nightmare. You'll end up knackering your PC. But if you're watching this, I'm sure that you're already confident in knowing what you're doing. I'm not doing this as a tutorial, I'm just sort of showing you what I've done. I'm not an expert, I'm not a PC installer, I've dabbled, but you know, anyway. So then it's just reverse the process, screw the heatsink back on, go to opposite corners, get everything nice and tight, and you don't need to over tighten. You'll kind of feel when it's there. And then I'm just going to give everything a bit of a clean before I put it back in and sort of start reinstalling everything. Pop the DVD tray out there, give that all a bit of a clean out. I mean, I could take the drive out of the bay and give it a full clean, but that's enough. That's enough. I do love the level and attention to detail that Apple put into their product. Everything is just so. Everything is exactly as intended. And again, I know a lot of people give them a load of stick. I don't care. I'm an Apple fanboy. There you go. I've said it. So yeah, just give the rest of the machine a bit of a clean over. And it wasn't until I tilted it on its side that I saw this label on the bottom. So I just thought I would include that because it was interesting. Start to reassemble everything else. Pop the fan back here and connect to the motherboard there. And there's a couple of screws to just pop in there. Pop the DVD tray back in, and now pop the CPU tray back in. Obviously I didn't show both CPU upgrades, but at this point I have put both Xeon X5690s in. I'm not stupid enough to just change one CPU and then put it back together, but I thought for the sake of, you know, a video doesn't need to show the same process twice. So yeah, there's the inside of the Mac, and that's effectively its kind of final configuration. You'll notice I've not put any of the main hard drives back in. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to leave them out for now, and then put any extra storage in as I need it. Any extra NVMEs will go into the silver NVMe card. But yeah, there you'll see 2 times 3.4 gigahertz Xeon X5690s, and I thought I'd just quickly run Tomb Raider again, and I'll leave that with you. I'll upgrade these settings to their fullest, and I'll now just leave you with a little bit of footage. But thanks for your time, thanks for watching. Apologies it's been so long since the last one. Hopefully it won't be so long until the next one, but thanks for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe if you're interested. In the meantime, take care. Bye now.
Retro Unboxing.